Hai noroc! De data asta vreau să încep să fac ceva diferit, băieți și fete, adică vreau să încep o nouă serie ce nu are treabă cu GTA-ul. În această serie vreau să mă joc jocul numit LA Noire. Dacă nu știți jocul ăsta, Rockstar, să zic că l-a publicat, dar are treabă cu Rockstar-ul jocul, deci e de la Rockstar. Și care e faza în jocul ăsta? Ce faci? Ești un detectiv în Los Angeles, anii 40, nu mai știu exact cât, 1940 ceva, după ce s-a terminat războiul, al doilea război mondial. Și care e ideea la seria asta? Că o să fie puțin mai diferită, în sensul că nu o să fie exact ca seria de GTA. Ei bine, eu aici ce fac? Mă joc mai întâi, mă joc și filmez și după vorbesc peste. Asta pentru că eu deja l-am jucat, știu povestea cap-coadă, nu o să am reacție la poveste. La fel și la mecanicile jocului, nu o să mai reacționez la ele că deja m-am jucat jocul, știu care e faza cu el. Și m-am gândit că, bă, e mai bine fac eu un fel de explicare a jocului, să vorbesc peste și să explic cazurile astea, pentru că sunt niște cazuri în acest joc ce sunt foarte interesante, o poveste destul de interesantă. Sper că vă place ideea și sper că o să fie ok. Dacă nu o să vă placă, nu o să mai fac ca de obicei. Am mai încercat în trecut să încep serii și l-am terminat, l-am încheiat brusc, că na.
A city on the verge of greatness. A new type of city, based not on the man, but on the automobile. The car, a symbol of freedom and vitality.
Înainte să încep cu explicațiile, ar trebui să zic că, bă, o să vorbesc despre un număr destul de mare de dialog. Cutscene, dialog, nu contează. Asta pentru că, 1, vă explic eu, 2, nu prea am când să vorbesc, că ăștia vorbesc cam non-stop. Dar, na, dacă mai sunt cuvinte cheie care, na, ar trebui să le auziți, o să le auziți, o să o tac din gură, o să dau replay dacă deja s-a vorbit treaba și trebuie să o auziți și tot așa. Așa, deci de început ce trebuie să știm noi în jocul ăsta mirobolan? Noi ne jucăm cu unul numit Cole Phelps. Ăsta a luptat în al doilea război mondial și până la urmă l-au trimis acasă că a fost împușcat și na, a fost trimis acasă ca un erou, a primit ceva medalie, o să aflăm mai multe pe parcursul jocului. Ei, aici acasă în America, el a devenit ceva banal polițist de patrulă și de aici începem noi treaba cu el. Era și el într-o seară pe patrulă.
In the Marine Corps, you deal with the chain of command. Mistakes get made, but you deal with them. You know what you're fighting for and that you're on the same team. But dealing with corruption is like chasing shadows. You never know whether the guy you're talking to is on the pad, or whether it's your partner, or maybe even the watch commander.
De la început suntem alături de un partener. În jocul ăsta o să avem mereu un partener și de față suntem cu unul numit Ralph Dunn.
KGPL calling car 14 Adam. 14 Adam, come in.
Go ahead, KGPL.
14 Adam, see the detective an ambulance shooting at 6th and Industrial Street. Unit 16 William requests uniform assistance for an evidence search. Dacă
știți engleza, ați înțeles și ați auzit cum am fost chemați la un caz. Mai exact niște detectivi de la Homicide. Pe română homicide înseamnă omucideri, dar eu o să spun homicide, că așa vorbesc și ăștia, deci na, ca să se lege. Ne-a chemat ăia de la Homicide să-i ajutăm la locul de crimă să găsim evidențe.
Floyd Rose, homicide. You might back up?
Ăsta de dă din gură acum îl cheamă Floyd Rose. Ăla de lângă el clar, care și el un nume, dar bă, mai bine nu vi zic acum, vi zic mult mai târziu, o să vedeți voi la momentul oportun de ce.
Witness says a tall white guy, our shooter, put 2 in the Vic's head and then threw his piece. I need you guys to try and recover the gat.
Bun, deci Floyd ăsta ne zice că cineva a fost împușcat și că trebuie să găsim arma, că na, ei nu sunt stare, domni.
Expecting any miracles here.
And if we recover the weapon?
Bag it and return it to technical services.
You hurry it up, Floyd. We got places to be.
Happy hunting.
Pe scurt, să fim atenți, să vedem ce găsim și cel mai probabil pistolul nu o să fie singura chestie pe care o putem găsi, deci, na.
All right, have it your way. We'll search right up to the back wall. If you still don't come up with anything, come find me and we'll talk it out. 2 heads are always better than one. Look at this junk.
Ziarele astea, dacă le inspectăm mai bine, ne arată un cutscene. În aceste cutscene-uri ne arată o altă perspectivă, ce va face sens puțin mai târziu în poveste. Deci, na, o să tac din gură pe moment, las cutscene-ul să curgă.
Of course, young man. I really enjoyed your lecture, doctor. Psychiatry seems to have a tremendous amount to offer.
Why, thank you. I'm always happy to receive acknowledgement for my work. The mind is the last great mystery in medicine. Are you thinking of specializing, Mr.
Sheldon, or Courtney Sheldon. I'm only in 2nd year, doctor. They fast-tracked me a year. because of my experience during the war.
Ah.
That's what I wanted to talk to you about. Battle fatigue and collapse under duress. Can it be helped?
I would say yes, given the right set of circumstances. Trauma forces the mind to close down, retreat in on itself. We try to find ways to unlock the mind again through a combination of therapy and drug treatment. Hypnosis and therapy are powerful tools in the right hands, Sheldon.
I've been to visit some of the guys at the VA hospital. A good friend of mine, he's so far away. It's like he's wandering around.
You went through a lot together.
Yes, Doctor.
Give me his details and I'll make a prognosis. I have a number of clinics in Los Angeles, Courtney Sheldon, and your penance, for your friend's help, is to come and work at one of them in your spare time, with what little spare time a medical student has. Is that a deal?
Is it ever? I can't thank you enough.
I'm not promising a cure, Courtney. I want you to remember that. Every physician has patients that he cannot hope to cure, for whom he can only smooth the path to death.
Mă, și ca să nu vă las cu ochii în soare, pur și simplu s-a vorbit despre ceva băiat bolnav care a fost în război și războiul l-a traumatizat și ăla avea cu doctorul ăla să-l ajute, dar o să vă explic mult mai târziu treaba asta, că nu va face sens mai târziu, aia trebuie să zic.
What have you got, Phelps? Anything? Jesus. Cole, come take a look at this.
Shooter put him up against the wall and blew his brains out.
Bun, deci de la pata aia, Cole trage concluzia că victima ar fi fost pusă cu capul la perete și apoi ăla l-a împușcat în cap. Macabru.
I tell you, I'm jinxed. I always...
Ralph, there's something on the rooftop.
How the hell did you see that?
Reflection in the window.
Bine, mă, Cole are ochi de pisică, vreți să vă mint? A văzut reflexia armei în acel geam. Vă dați seama? Probabil arma e pe acoperiș, deci trebuie să devenim mai muțe.
So we need to find a way up. What kind of chumps do these homicide guys think we are?
Bun, deci avem un revolver. Pe la aparent ceva serie, dar nu știu, poate ne ajută să găsim proprietarul, cine știe. Două gloanțe trase.
2 rounds fired. And instead of dropping it down a drain, our shooter hoists it up here. Interesting guy.
Hai înapoi, zic.
We should follow up on this now, before the perp tries to leave town.
We have the gun, Cole. Let's take it back to Central. We could get a commendation.
Could show some initiative, Ralph.
Ok, deci Ralph ăsta inițial nu ar fi vrut să mergem să căutăm proprietarul, dar Cole e de altă părere și bă, foarte bine, adică decât să mergem să dăm decât pistolul, hai să facem și noi mai multă treabă, zic.
Are you sure about this? It's not really our gig.
No harm in doing some digging. The suits didn't seem to give much of a damn.
Such a little Boy Scout, Cole. You can't wait to get out of that uniform, can you?
You'd rather round up drunks and help old ladies across the road?
I'd rather get through the day without the captain's foot up my ass.
It'll be fine, Ralph. You worry too much.
Officers Phelps and Dunn. Can you tell us anything about this gun?
Smith & Wesson, Model 27, registered Magnum. Chambered for .357, nickel-plated with pearl grips. Same gun used by General Patton.
You're not suggesting he's the owner?
No, I'm not.
You seem to know a lot about the weapon.
I ought to. I sold it. You know, this piece will stop a rhino. These babies are only available special order. Here's my Smith & Wesson order book.
You mind if I take a look?
Be my guest. This is about something bad, right?
Deci vânzătorul ne-a spus cu gura lui ce model trebuie să căutăm în cărticica asta, deci...
We're in luck. Errol Schroeder.
Am găsit adresa proprietarului, așa că, bă, clar că mergem la el.
Thanks, you've been a big help.
Anytime. Always happy to help out the LAPD.
Apartamentul 2, hai de acolo zic.
What do you guys want?
I'm Officer Cole Phelps. This is Officer Dunn, Wilshire Division. You're the owner of a Smith & Wesson Model 27, nickel-plated with pearl grips?
I might be. What of it?
Then you'll be surprised to know that Scooter Payton was murdered tonight with your gun.
You're out of your mind. Scooter? He works for me. I have that gun here in my drawer. What the fuck is going on here?
You're under arrest, Schroeder. Cuff him, Ralph.
No way. You're not taking me down for this.
Opa, a sărit nebunul la bătaie, las-că liniștim imediat.
Ralph, you all right?
I'm fine. I hardly felt it. He's lucky he caught me off guard.
Keep an eye on him, Ralph. I'm gonna take a look around.
Ia să vedem ce că să căutăm chestii. Hopa, numele lui Floyd Rose, ăla e aici, bă.
A series of numbers. Floyd Rose's name is in this book.
Phelps, we can come out of this all bright and shiny with a commendation. Or stick our schlongs in a hornet's nest. Call it in, partner.
Da, ci că n-ar fi treaba noastră, păcat, corupție, ne putem să dăm de gole, măcar l-am prins pe ăla.
Officer Phelps, badge 1247, requesting.
Ăsta e un cutscene din trecut, mai exact trecutul lui Cole, că doar de-aia îl vedem. Aici vedem cum a ajuns el în armată și cum s-a luptat în război, deci dacă să las cutscene-ul să curgă.
You dumb fucking sons of bitches, get in this line now before I lose my temper.
Excuse me, Sergeant, but...
Excuse me? Fuck you. You say another word and I'll break your fucking head and have you in the brig.
Some of us are here for...
I know why you're here, asswipe. I'm having a bad day, Private. Some people don't seem to want to get on this bus.
I didn't ask for your help.
He didn't ask for your help. Can you believe this guy? Who are you two? Abbott and Costello?
We're here for OCS, Sergeant.
So it's the three fucking stooges and you're here for OCS. God help this fucking country and the USMC. The Japanese will do the world a favor and kill you quickly. All three of you are on report. What are your fucking names?
Phelps.
Kelso.
Merrill.
Any other gentlemen for OCS? OCS is at Elliott. You take the Camp Elliott bus over there. This bus is for MCRD. This bus is for men who want to fight.
Bă, ce nesimțit. Ne-a rătăcit și noi pe acolo, bebe, nu știam ce autobuz să luăm și sargentul ăla scotea ochii, ești nebun, zici că ce știam. Ce pula mea e, mă, frate? Nu mai era al doilea război mondial, ce să zici? Bă, acest caz și următorul nu prea sunt interesante, că sunt cam scurte. Deci, pur și simplu, o să fim chemați la un jaf, unde îi vom ucide pe toți aia de acolo și cam atât.
You were here to fight the good fight, solve cases, right wrongs. The force is like politics. There's no sitting on the fence. You have to choose sides. A brown paper envelope or a Greyhound ticket to Palookaville. It could only ever end one way.
All units to 211 in progress and shots fired at Westlake Savings and Loan, 1415 West 3rd Street. Unit to handle identifying code 3.
We'll take that. It's only a couple blocks from here.
14 Adam calling KGPL. We'll handle the 211.
Roger that, 14 Adam. Be advised, suspects are armed and dangerous.
Roger, KGPL. 14 Adam en route.
Make it quick, you guys. The cops are here. We gotta move it. Try for the front door. Keep your goddamn head down. Use the cover, Phelps. That's it? We got them all? I think we got them, Cole. Should be all clear. Lieutenant Hopkins says anytime you reach for the shotguns, you're either going to end up dead or wearing a citation. So I guess...
It's okay, Ralph. You did well in there.
Da, Ralph, m-ai ajutat de mai spart.
Back. Man couldn't ask for a better partner.
Din nou, un cutscene trecut. Tăcem din gură.
This kind of opportunity comes along once in a lifetime, Hank. I have to grasp it.
You have to survive it first, Cole. You're the veterans. The Japs love to shoot officers.
If I can make a name for myself in this war, my future...
Thinking of taking on a company of the Emperor's finest single-handed? You don't seem the Sergeant York type to me.
When I need your opinion, Kelso, I'll ask for it.
They talk about officers like you in boot camp, Cole. They call it the Custer syndrome. Guys who go around dreaming of fame and glory and getting all of their men killed in the process.
Our duty is to lead, Kelso.
And their duty is to die for your wonderful future?
Aici aflăm că Cole are o problemă, o rivalitate, mai bine spus, cu unul Jack Kelso. O să vedem și aflăm mai multe mai târziu despre ei doi, precum am spus mai devreme. Și cazul ăsta nu e deloc interesant, pur și simplu tot ce facem în el este să urmărim un tip. Partenerul nostru Ralph recunoaște unul de pe stradă ce trebuia să stea în casă și mergem, fugim după el, îl prindem.
Well, it's a shame you don't like to talk about it, Cole.
Ralph, friends who want to stay friends don't discuss religion or politics. And in my case, you can add the war to that.
I know that bum. Wendell Bowers. I put him away before he jumped parole. Get after him, Phelps. I'll head him off in the car.
Wendell Bowers! Stop! LAPD! You can go screw yourselves.
Ne-a dat de neajuri, ce să mai zic. Hai că-l rupem și noi acum.
How you doing, Wendell? Your parole officer's feeling lonely. He's got a hole in his life for an asshole like you. You can make it up to him in 10 years' time. Watch your head. This hump will be back in the Iron Hotel by tomorrow night. Nice work, Cole. You run track in high school?
Part of the tradition of the Marine Corps and being an officer in the Marine Corps is the ability to make tough decisions. The right decision is not always the popular one. The right decision will get the men you care about killed. These ratings and your ability to give them frankly and truthfully directly affect your chances of successfully...
Din cazul ăsta putem trage concluzia că clar Cole are ceva rivalitate cu Jack Kelso ăla. Pur și simplu ascultați și voi ce numere îi dă la performanțe, îmi băduiesc.
Franklin, 8. Weiss, 8. Donahoe, 6. Kowalski, 6. Hudson, 5. Kelso, 2. Leadership, Donahoe, 8. Franklin, 7. Merrill, 6. Kowalski, 6. Weiss, 5. Hudson, 5. Kelso, 1. Candidate Kelso!
I'm sorry, Captain, but I joined the Marine Corps to fight the enemy, not get involved in this schoolboy chicken shit.
Kelso, in my office, now!
For every cop, there's the case that makes you. Gives you that leg up, gets you recognized as the shining new star in the squad. The case that you solve that shows that you have the gumption, the gung-ho, that get up and go to make you stand out from your average rank-and-file patrolman. This could be the one, Cole.
O citire în timp de zi. Cred că v-ați dat și voi seama că ăsta o să fie un caz interesant.
We've called an ambulance and the police, but I'm afraid he's dead.
Okay, stand further back and move along. It's your choice, but make it quick, people.
Hey, Cole. You got here quick.
My beat crosses 7th Street.
Okay. You're first reporting then. We'll get a perimeter going and move the crowd on. You better see what you can find out before the homicide dick show.
Bun, deci aparent avem voie să perchiziționăm corpul înainte ca detectivii aia de la omucidere de la homicide să vină.
I've seen everything.
Everybody stay back. Let us do our job.
Ceva bilet de plată semnat de Ce Galeta pentru niște cercei. Interesant.
C. Galeta. Railway receipt. Pearl earrings. Made out to Bank of Arcadia.
Opa, uite bă, în coșul de gunoi era pistolul aparent.
FN Browning. Serial number 0113.
Ne putem duce iar la un magazin de arme să găsim proprietarul, dar bă, zic hai mai întâi să vedem dacă a fost cineva martor.
All right. Yes, it's a dead person.
Can I help you, sir?
I'm Officer Phelps, miss. I'm here about the shooting. Did you know the victim?
He was my boss, Mr. Gage.
Mr. Gage's first name.
Everett.
And you are?
Galleta. Clovis Galleta.
Clovis Galeta. Bă, cred că ceul ăla din bilet vine de la Clovis. Hai să întrebăm ce s-a întâmplat.
You think you could tell me exactly what happened, miss?
I look around the shops at lunch. I was in a store when Mr. Gage, my boss, bursts in yelling that I'm late on my lunch.
And?
We came back. I was angry. I walked in front. I heard shots. I turned and saw Mr. Gage fall.
Aparent ne spune jocul că asta ne minte. Eu nu mi-aș fi dat seama inițial, dar na.
You're lying, Miss Galeta. You know what happened and why. You're going to tell me.
There's nothing to tell. I've done nothing wrong. How can you prove different?
Opa, stai bă, așa că așa e, fii atent. Asta știi care e faza, că îi putem scoate ochii cu biletul ăla de plată.
Your pearl earrings, Miss Galeta. You've been paying for them for a whole year. Stop lying and tell me what happened at the jewelry store.
Oh God, I won't lose the earrings, will I?
You could lose your freedom, you little fool, if you don't stop obstructing a murder investigation.
Mr. Kalu. Edgar Kalu. He runs the jewelry store. He's showing me a lovely watch. Mr. Gage bursts in. Mr. Kalu gets very angry with Mr. Gage and they start yelling at each other.
Deci Clovis asta avea niște cercii de plătit la unul numit Edgar Kalu și tot Edgar aparent avea ceva ceartă cu omul ucis și na, Edgar ce că l-ar fi omorât.
Then what happened?
We get back here and I hear a loud bang. Mr. Gage clutches at his back. I hear another bang and another and another. Mr. Gage falls to his knees. It looked very painful.
Ne-a zis mai devreme, dar hai să o întrebăm din nou cine l-a împușcat, ești nebun?
Broadway between 5th and 6th.
Did you see the person who shot Mr. Gage?
Of course I did. Mr. Kalu looked very angry. He kept firing the gun. He kept pulling the trigger. He threw the gun in a bin and...
Deci Edgar Kalu, precum am spus, și avem și o adresă la un magazin unde vinde bijuterii, dar aparent femeia asta ne spune ceva. Hai să reacționăm o leacă, vă ură, zic.
You're making me angry, Miss Galeta. Is that what you want?
Tell me why Mr.
Deci aparent Edgar Kalu, ucigașul, este un evreu, iar omul pe care l-a omorât nu suporta evreii. Am înțeles. Și dintr-un motiv sau altul o să întrebăm detalii despre împușcătură? Da.
To remember. It sounded like there were so many and they were so loud.
Na, total normal, adevăr.
I need you to concentrate, Miss Galeta. Even minor details can become important later on.
Well, there was one bang, and then another, and then 3 very quickly.
5 împușcături. Am înțeles.
5.
Thank you for your help, ma'am. You've been very brave. We'll need you to make a formal statement about what happened to Mr. Gage.
Does that mean I can still collect my... Never mind. Yes, officer, I'll make a statement.
Acum hai să mergem și la magazinul ăla de arme, să vedem dacă e pistolul lui Edgar Calu ăsta.
We have the murder weapon.
And the murderer. The girl saw it all. Our killer works at a jewelry store called Hartfield's.
That's a couple of blocks from here.
Thinking what I'm thinking?
Tate, maintain the perimeter.
Officers, what can I do you for?
Officers Phelps and Dunn, sir, Wilshire Division. We need you to trace a serial number.
Sure. What's the make and model?
FN Browning, model 1922. The serial number is 01138.
You don't say. Well, I didn't sell it. Europeans love them, but it's pretty rare you find one over here. Although I did have one in here a couple of weeks back.
Remember the owner?
Yeah. Calu. Edgar Calu was his name.
Bine, pămoș, direct ne-ai să mă că Edgar Calu a luat pistolul, deci... ce să mai... Hai, da dracule el, să-l arestăm, zic.
Told me he was on his lunch break. Said he worked at Hartfield's jewelry store just up on Broadway.
Thanks for your help.
Officer, can I interest you in a new watch?
Officer Cole Phelps, are you Edgar Calu?
No. Mr. Calu is out back. He said he'd lie down. I'll buzz him for you.
Son of a bitch!
Eu te-al dracu, hoț, stai, prinde-o, stai calm.
What's with all the firecrackers?
Edgar Calu, you're under arrest for the murder of Everett Gage.
The case that makes you and the case that breaks you. The one you never solve. The one that keeps you awake at night. The case that gnaws at your guts and ruins your marriage. The case that keeps you propping up a bar as you relive the what-ifs, the might-have-beens, the half-leads, and the half-truths. The case that other cops murmur about whenever you walk past. The case you never, ever discuss.
God's mill may grind slowly, but it grinds finely, son. I hear it's you who nabbed our malefactor from the shooting yesterday.
Yes, sir.
Then tell me, boyo, I hear you're quite the climber, a man of initiative. How would you like a chance at smiting this man with the sword of justice?
You're asking me to conduct the interview, sir?
I am, young Phelps.
Băi, ești nebun, vrea superiorul să-l interogăm pe Edgar Calu.
Yourself a stellar arrest record. Not to mention the fine work you did in the war, sending heathens back to the hell they came from. But I'm curious as to whether you can turn your hand to interrogation. Takes a certain animal cunning, lad. Do you think you might be ready for that?
Yes, sir. I think I am.
Good man. You need many things for a conviction, young Phelps. A motive, opportunity, hard evidence, and best of all, a confession. If you fail in the former, you can always use a modicum of violence to obtain the latter. How are you feeling, lad?
Fine, sir.
Very good. The evidence is overwhelming. May the cat eat him and the cat be eaten by the devil. Bring me a confession, young Phelps. This is your chance. Don't fail me.
Bine, șef, nu te voi dezamăgi.
Has my lawyer arrived yet? I want to see my lawyer.
A lawyer can't help you, Mr. Calu. You shot a man dead in cold blood. You're going to have to pay for that. You followed Everett Gage and the girl back to the shoe store. You put 5 rounds in Gage's back.
Gage was a bastard. Whatever he got what was coming. But it had nothing to do with me.
Hai că n-a avut treabă cu tine. Coaia în fata care te-a dat în gât.
You shot Gage, and we know why. We can put you at the scene.
You can't prove anything.
Te-a dat în gât clientul Fidel, bă.
We know all about the argument. Miss Galetta made a statement.
You're counting on the girl? You think her testimony is going to stand up in court?
You're going to the gas chamber, Edgar.
That Jew-hating fuck couldn't leave me alone. I had a sale. That girl was ready to buy.
Asta îl întrebăm dacă l-a omorât din cauza că ăla nu suporta evrei.
You fasting for Yom Kippur, Mr. Kalu?
Yeah, let's change the subject, you going motherfucker. How about baseball?
You're not denying you're a Jew, Mr. Kalu.
This is America. It's not Germany. It's not a crime.
Some people don't like Jews, Mr. Kalu.
Yeah, and I guess you're one of them.
Gage hated Jews, didn't he, Mr. Kalu?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Hai că nu știi dacă e.
You left-wing leaning parasite. You expect me to sit here and listen to your drivel?
You call me that? You sit there and you call me those names, you goddamn goy butt snatcher? You and that stump Gage!
Why did you do it, Mr. Kalu?
Gage. He's in the Chamber of Commerce. He's in with all those momsers. He blocked every proposal I ever put forward. Kike this and kike that. He's been trying to ruin my business for years.
Felicitări, ai confirmat că ai ucis un omor. Bravo, Călu.
Murder of Everett Gage. I respect your beliefs and your right to hold them. I hope for your sake the jury can commute to murder in the second degree. May God have mercy on you, sir.
Masterfully done, Officer Phelps. It is just Officer Phelps, isn't it, lad?
Yes, sir.
Then let me have a word with the Chief of Police, young Phelps. The department needs heroes. A shining, honest face the public can admire. I applaud a man with your talent for unwavering justice. Back to your duties for now, Boyle. But here's a piece of advice. Get yourself 2 suits, get them...
Opa, să luăm costume? Bine, șefule, dăm vreo 2000 de lei și mă fac ginere, vrei să te mint? Cam atât pe acest episod, băieți și fete. Dacă v-a plăcut, bă, eu de obicei nu cer, dar de data asta vă rog frumos, dacă v-a plăcut, lăsați acolo un like și un comentariu, că, na, chiar dacă nu pare, videoclipul ăsta e mai muncit decât ce fac eu de obicei. Da, aș aprecia să vă aud părerea despre chestia asta și ce să mai zic, sper că v-a plăcut. Vă salut, asta a fost tot.